Commander, and then from Unaffinity, the only one, Magar, the Magic Strings. That's the exile from Grave. It becomes a 2/2.
Hey, sorry. Which ones you said from Brothers War?
It's Ashnod the Uncaring, which is the when things get sacked, they double trigger.
Okay.
Drafna, Founder of Latinum. That's the bounce an artifact you control for 2, and then when you're casting an artifact, you can tap her to make a copy of it.
Right.
And then there's Mishra claimed by Gix, which is the one that becomes the.
Oh, right. Let's do that one. That one's really cool. I wanted to mess with that one.
I think it's like kind of broken, and we need it with the. I've wrote down with Phyrexian Dragon Engine.
Yeah, that's the other side.
And we don't really do a lot of Rakdos decks, so.
No. All right. I'm gonna do a quick pee break. I'll be right back.
So let's do BRB.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Okay, so what do we want to name it?
Mishra claimed by Gix. Every attack, each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life or X the number of attacking creatures. If it is, we don't really care about that. We're trying to build towards his.
We do care about that. It's still really good. Did you read the whole thing?
Yeah.
It's the attacking effect is pretty good. It's gonna be like extra combat tribal, because when you flip it and get extra combats, it gets fucking out of hand.
Oh yeah, that's stupid.
The only problem is you need to play a lot of haste, because believe it or not, when it flips, it doesn't get haste.
It does enter tapped and attacking, but I get it because it's like, oh, it's when it enters a battlefield or attacks. So when you flip it, you get the ability as it's attacking as if you attacked. That's really interesting though. But yeah, I see what you mean. Like,
it doesn't have haste when you do extra combat in the turn it comes out. So you just want haste just in general. But so what do you want to name it?
Mishra.
Go ahead.
Well, they had it in mind was Mishra go boom boom.
Sure. Mishra go.
So you wanted to build it around to taking extra combats?
Yeah, because I mean it's insane with him. And so we need Mishra, claimed by Gix. And the Phyrexian
Dragon Engine.
So just off the bat, we're gonna need like some ways to get them. So I just want to play Demonic Tutor. Also, Phyrexian Reclamation is good to make sure we can get it back. Probably Grim Tutor, and we can go.
Gamble.
Diabolic Tutor? No. We're Black Dark. We can go play that fucking garbage. I guess Sidisi, if we wanted to. Okay, so that's that. And then now, also, it's an artifact creature, so we can also weirdly do Buried Ruin if we wanted to. Okay, so...
Also, depending how many artifacts we play, the land that searches Inventor's Fair. Because that tutors, but it also depends. We had to have enough artifacts to make that happen.
Well, our ramp is definitely going to be artifacts, because that's all we can really play.
Mm. But, you know, our favorite extra combat dude is Morog.
Yeah. Okay. What else?
Karlach, Fury of Avernus.
Say that again?
Karlach, Fury of Avernus.
Karlach? How are you saying it? Karlach?
Lach. It's the one from
how do you spell it?
Kar.
Mm-hmm.
Lach. There he is at the top.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. Okay. And combat celebrant, right?
Yeah. It's also Port Razor. This is gonna be a Helm of the Host deck. Because not even putting it on our well, I guess we could put on our commander, but like putting on any of the extra turn people that like a combat celebrant. Mm-hmm. World at War is the rebound one.
Savage Beating.
I do realize that World of War is a weird one where it only works after your post combat main phase.
Savage Beating's only during combat.
That's interesting.
It's an instant though.
No, this yeah, no,
good.
I'm saying
it's a good one though because it also gives them double strike. All right, so
and there's Relentless Assault and Aggravated Assault.
There's also the Minotaur one. What's the deal with this one again? Hold on. Is it?
I thought we already got Morag in there.
No, there's is it this one? Fury the Horde. You may exile. It's this one.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's worth it, but we'll throw it in there for right now. And then there's what's the? Oh, we can't play the retrace one, right? It's blue white, right? Or red white, I mean.
The retrace. I guess so.
I think it's red white. Okay, is there no other extra combat things that we should play?
Did you get Aggravated Assault and Relentless Assault?
Yep. Got them both. How do swords work with meld?
Because meld, you exile them and they re-enter melded, so you'd have to re-equip.
Okay.
But it does, yeah.
Because I was thinking of Feast and Famine, but so we should. Can we look at the
other side? I have it here. So it's when it attacks or enters, it's target opponent discards 2 cards, deals 3 damage to any target, destroy target artifact or planeswalker. Creatures you control gain menace and trample to the end of the turn. Creatures you don't control get -1/-1 to the end of the turn. And you create 2 tapped Power Stone tokens.
Okay. The discarding is rough.
Yeah. With like enough attacks.
How does Lithoform Engine work? Does it just like double copy the ability again?
Yeah, because it's choose 3, so the ability it triggers on attack, so you would get to choose 6.
Seems good.
Let me see. Let me read that real quick. You may choose new targets for the copy. I do think you have to copy the 3 that you choose, though.
It's fine. Still
The
seems good.
lithoform also works with extra combat shenanigans, I think, but then I don't know.
Yeah, with the creatures.
Some of them might be kind of weird with how they're worded. Because I know sometimes it's like if there's this, then they only untaps at this certain time.
Mm-hmm.
And so now you just want to fill up with like good attacking creatures.
Yeah, Atali.
That seems good.
Archon.
Krenko Tin Street Kingpin could be really good if he survives. Because like he's like a little bit earlier, you put him in because he keeps getting bigger and making more and more tokens, and then our commander deals damage equal to how many like attacking creatures we have.
Yes, seems good.
We could play Delina the Wild Mage, because that's when it attacks. You roll d20 and you can make a copy, except it's not legendary. And because how our commander works is when it enters or attacks, so it would trigger again if we get to make the copy.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Oh, there's also a Seize the Day, is another extra turn, extra combat.
It's only one creature.
Well, still.
It's still probably good enough with our commander.
Legomos, Hand of Hatred.
Did one of the effects draw a card?
I don't think so.
Okay. Which creature? Say it again.
Oh, so it's Lagomos, Lagomos. So beginning of your turn, beginning combat of your turn, you make an elemental. So then you sacrifice the beginning of the next end step. So at the end of the turn, and then he could be a tutor if 5 more creatures died this turn. So if you have a bunch of extra combats, you make a bunch of 2/1s, or you just give -/ to creatures with our commander as one of the modes, and then it's another tutor. If anything, it's just making 2/1s to fill the board up. Urabrask gives all our creatures haste and makes creatures enter tapped for opponents.
Also Fervor.
Oh, I like Fervor, yeah.
And we can play Hammer, I guess.
Oh, Crowder, Doom Scourge. I like this dude. Kardur.
Hold on. Spell it again.
Kardur. Dooms. There he is. So he goads all creatures you don't control.
Okay.
It just gives us like if it gets to our turn, we're basically gonna have a free reign of attacking because everybody has to attack.
Do we want what's the green red creature that makes red post combat equal to the amount of damage dealt to the opponents?
You mean Neheb the Eternal?
Seems good.
Wow, he's expensive.
We could also play Rakdos, right? Because our commander is dealing damage, right?
Yeah, 3 damage on any target. It's also Grim Hireling.
What, make treasures?
Yeah.
There's also Professional Facebreaker for that.
Oh, you know we could also play is the Haste Olivia.
Which one is she?
Olivia. No, it's not. Crimson Bride, I think. Yeah, it's the reanimation on attack. But she's just 3/4 with haste, but like you could start taking things from other people's graveyards.
Sure.
Or bring our own back if we need it. What about something like a Grave Titan? If we just keep swinging, making tokens.
Grave Titan sounds cool to me. want to play the Red Titan?
We could.
What is it called again? It's Inferno Titan.
Yeah.
What about Fiery Emancipation?
Fiery's any damage, or is it red only?
Anything. If a source you control would deal damage to a permanent
Let's
or player,
do it.
it deals triple that damage to a permanent or player. That's a one-shot with our commander, right? Because he's what, a 9/9 on the back?
9 plus. Yeah, so he only does 8, so it'd be 18, and if you do the 3 damage. Oh, no, that's right. Never mind, it's times 3. Never mind. I'm an idiot. Yeah. They're just dead.
And it seems way better than playing like Double Strike, I guess. Unless you want to play Rage Reflection?
Or wound reflection.
You think Wound Reflection? I don't know about Wound. What else you think? Should we play any creatures that do more things when they attack? Like, isn't there some that like draw a card? Or like, is there any other attackers we want to play?
Um. We could do. I mean, it's heavy mana cost, but because we do make Power Stone tokens potentially, we could run the leveler.
Makes sense.
We could probably still run like a Jessica's Will in this deck. So I'm just like looking at other things other than creatures now. Or do you want to run the Lightning Greaves randomly?
Yes.
Just like maybe just like another way to protection and haste.
I think Rogue's Passage.
Oh, Tom, here's what we do. We play Handwire Battlements. Uh,
Uh-huh.
and then we play High-and-Wear Garrison. And then now we have potentially to have the Writhing Township that makes 3/2 Eldrazi's whenever it attacks.
Seems good.
Plus, also whenever this attacks, it makes 2 human tokens,
Mm-hmm.
and the other thing gives us haste potentially. Get our Bedevil in there. Oh, you want to run Scourge of Thrones? I mean, that's only going to work like once or twice, but like it kind of just acts as like a one-time spell that like gives an extra turn.
Seems good.
Here's an interesting one. Grana Bloodfist of Keld. Whenever another creature you control dies, draw a card if it was attacking. Otherwise, it deals 1 damage to each opponent.
What's it
So
called?
if a creature, it's called Garna, Garna, Bloodfist. No D. So just a little extra damage or draw if our creatures die.
Uh-huh.
Um, We're gonna keep attacking. Drawn a Liberator of Malakir. That's one that puts a +1 counter on everything when it deals damage. That could scale up really quickly.
Seems good.
Um, maybe we just go into like what spells you want to run.
Okay, so this is a Phyrexian Arena deck. Phyrexian Arena. Twilight Prophet. Black Market Connection.
Oh, I forgot we could run that. Forgot its price dropped.
Black Market Connections. What else?
We could play a Strionic Resonator. It does copy our commander's ability. Like, it's not as good as Lithoform, but we got Fervor.
Yes, I got that.
Phyrexian Arena is like $4 right now.
Yep, I got it. Black Market Connection. What else can we use as draw? Isn't there a black creature that attacks and draws and you lose a life?
Um, no, I think Elder Brain steals stuff from your opponent.
What does it do? Hold on. This card's cracked.
What, the Elder Brain?
Yeah, just keep stealing stuff.
That it does, yeah.
It's on attack as well. Alright, I was looking for... I remember in our Mardu Commander, we played a creature that just attacks and you lose a life and you gain 1 life.
Can you pull up that deck?
That's true.
Because I don't remember off the top of my head.
Gotta find it.
Unless I could find it real quick.
Hold on.
That's the samurai dude, right? The samurai dude?
No. Oh, yeah, he is samurai, so... Mardu... It's probably been a while.
Oh, it's Audacious Thief. I found
Audacious.
it. Whenever it attacks, you draw a card and lose 1 life.
That's it. Seems good. I want to find the deck anyway to get some suggestions. Where the fuck is it? Is it on? It's got to be on page 2. I don't see.
We made it. It's been a hot minute since we built that, I guess, hasn't it? Or not
It has
that
been.
long ago?
No, it has been. That set came out a really long time ago.
What set was that? Oh, that was the Kamigawa set.
Is it page 3, really? I don't see it.
Nah, it can't be. Go to the first page.
Oh, I think I changed some
There it is.
things, which is why. All right, so let's look. Oh, do we want to play Dolmen's Gate? For sure, right?
Oh yeah, we could do that. Yeah, yeah.
It's Iroas, yeah. See, this deck got to play Iroas, but we don't. Sort of the anime? What do you think? Tome of Legends? Interested in any of these?
Up to you. You know, I think
Oh,
I think if wait, actually,
again?
you know what I'm thinking, Tom? If
What?
we have a melded commander, it's actually not. Is it still considered our commander?
Yeah, it knows that it is.
Okay.
It is. Because the game knows what card your commander is, regardless of what zone it is.
Okay. So even if okay.
Even if it's in the deck, it knows what card your commander is. So what about Tome of Legends?
That could be an interesting one. That's a nice bit of draw.
So how do you feel about the Sword of the Anime?
I mean, I always liked it, and I think we're a deck that's attacking a bunch.
And we don't ramp well, so I think it's good. All right. And then what about Bane of Balagad? Want to be those people?
We could.
Okay. Oh, this thing, Brutal Horde Chief. Whenever a creature you control attacks, defending player loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Oh no, can't play that. Grave Titan Goldspan Dragon?
Bunch of attacks make a bunch of treasures.
Seems good.
There's also a variant of this deck we could have made where like we just play a ton of goblins and make a goblin go wide deck.
Oh, I forgot about Martin Stromgold. It's kind of better in this. There's also Layla. This thing?
It just exiles the top though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Curse of Opulence, Fervent Charge, Rage Reflection, Necropotence, Mardu, we can't play any of that. Then all the good white shit that we can't play.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And the Ruinous Ultimatum we can't play.
Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, so getting to just the draw and spells, do we want to play like a Greed as well to draw? As like another option? I feel like I've been liking Greed a lot.
Greed or Erebos? I mean, I know
we could do Erebos. Sure, yeah.
What's our devotion to black? Can we actually have ever?
I honestly want like an Erebos for my to swap it out for Greed, but I just don't have one. Our devotion to black, it's good. Yeah, we got a lot. It's pretty equal right now. It looks like. Let me look.
It does seem we are mostly on red though.
47 to 33. It's close right now. Okay, so
and don't forget, instant sorceries don't count towards that.
Correct. So.
But even he's just acting as a greed, and also that benefit where our opponents can't gain life.
Yeah, seems good. All right, so I think we're mostly good with the creatures, unless there's anything else you can think of.
Yeah, how many creatures do we have currently?
31, but we're gonna play some kill spells as well, like some kill creatures.
Okay, so like you like your is it intercessor?
What thing?
The black Astartes, the black.
Oh right. Oh my god, what is it called? Well, Ravenous is always good. The Chupacabra.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's
the going on an adventure one.
Prismaris. Hold on, no. I like the new thing. The oh god, am I gonna have to go over here?
It's Prismarian intercessors or something like that, or assassin. No, it's they're the. It's not Prismar. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's Primaris Intercessors. If I think that's the card. right? Or am I thinking of the wrong card? Or is
It's
it Eliminator?
Eliminator. It's
Okay.
destroy target creature or massacre one.
I like how it's one letter off of Prismari,
Yeah,
and it's Prismaris.
we can play Murderous Rider. I've also been a huge fan of. Now it's blanking from me. It's the, I think it's called Curtain's Call. I've been huge into this card. Destroy 2 creatures with Undaunted.
Okay.
So 3 mana, destroy 2 any creatures. No like non-black or losing life. Just 3 mana, destroy 2 creatures. Then we got Bedevil. We can do Terminate, I guess. We can do Baleful Mastery. We want Ingaruk's Wake. Do we want like what's the 3 damage to something, destroy target artifact?
3 damage something and then destroy. Are you thinking of Colligan's Command? That's 2 damage, discard.
We could play that. We could play Colligan's Command.
Actually, no, that destroys an artifact, deals 2 damage, puts a
I was talking about the 2 mana spell it's 3 damage to an opponent or destroys an artifact. Oh, but we can play we can play Vandal Blast.
It's a braid.
Vandal Blast. A braid. We can play Meteor Golem because we have terrible removal. Okay, and that's good for that. Any more draw you want to play before we get into ramp?
I think that's really it. I always like cards like Unexpected Windfall and Big Store. A big score, just like it draws, makes some treasures.
As far as like MDFCs, we could do Valakut Awakening because that card's always good. Agadeems, Malakir. Okay. Any others you want to play?
Did we get Jessica's Will?
Oh, you want to play Jessica's Will? Okay.
Yeah, I still think it's just good.
Oh, do you want to play Deflecting Swat over a Braid?
Kind of.
We can play Deflecting Swat. Hold on. Deflecting Swat and Imp's Mischief. Deflecting Swat. Imp's Mischief. Okay, so, alright, now let's get into ramp. So we're gonna do Arcane Signet. Do we want to play Landscape?
Yeah, because we're 2 color. I think that's fine.
Gotta make sure we get Soul Ring. Myriad. I think 1 Solemn would be nice, you know?
Yeah, I like Sad Robot.
Oh.
Then we get a Rakdos Signet. Talisman of Indulgence that's our color.
Now we have some high drops, so definitely the Gilded Lotus. And
Thought Vessel.
do we think we should be Nyx Lotus as well? I don't know.
Sometimes it gets awkward if you don't have a way.
Maybe just a Nykthos is better.
Okay.
Because at worst, that's a land. What was the other one? You said Thought Vessel, you said?
Yeah. And then we could do like Charcoal Diamond, Fire Diamond. Those 2-drop mana rocks.
Okay.
Oh, and Mind Stone?
Oh! There is actually one I like better than Charcoal. It's the, think I actually like it better than playing the tapped ones. Hold on. I'd rather play Mindstone and what's the snow one? Because you could choose.
Oh, Cold Steel Heart.
Yeah, I like that one more. Oh, look at the art, Derek!
Look at the price of that art.
Holy shitballs!
It's like a common.
Oops, sorry.
Up on the top.
That's better.
Dollar.
Okay. Anything else?
No, not really.
I think we're good.
It's these lands.
Right, so lands.
We got a lot of good options in these colors, honestly.
Okay, what do you want to do then?
So let's start with Command Tower.
Yeah, we should get the Urborg. Oh, what about utility lands?
Oh,
Anything else? Any utility? Any like?
Urborg. Just don't forget. Just put the little comma. Oh wow, it still doesn't do it. It really does not. It really does not like find that card, does it?
Mm-hmm. Okay, what else? Any utility? Like, you want to play anything that gives haste or like like any of the castles or anything?
We could definitely play the Black Castle, Castle Lockthwain.
What about War Room?
Lose 2 life. Because of our commander, we can actually just play Bonder's Enclave, and it's the same cost to activate. Do you want to try Westvale Abbey? Nah, Westvale Abbey takes so long to get there. And maybe just Urborg and maybe like is like it worth to play a Bajuka Bog?
Yes.
Sometimes it gets there.
Okay.
So we get our command tower. Blood Crypt. Luxury Suite. You know, the old school artwork of Blood Crypt there for some reason. Smoldering Marsh. Maybe that's the Tango land. Dragon Skull Summit.
It's a 2-color deck. We can get as greedy as we want, and we have no land ramp, so other than solid.
Haunted Ridge. Sulphurous Springs.
Still like $4.
Yeah, Blightstep Pathway. Almost said Blightsteel Colossus. I was like, oh, wrong format. Or wrong deck. We could run it. Graven Carns. Badlands. No, I'm kidding.
No.
We could do Tainted Peak, but that's the land that only works if we have a swamp in play.
Meh.
Yeah. What about the Scryland?
Did I get Myriad?
Yeah, I see it right there.
Yeah, Temple.
Of Malice.
Okay. That's 22. Plus 3 MDFCs right now. So what else?
I think that's all I would really want to do. There's like the Signet Land, which I'm not a huge fan of. There's the Tainted Peak. There's Canyon Slough, which is the bicycle land.
We could just play a good amount of basics because, we do have sort of the anime, I guess. All right, so we're 51 black, 53. Oh, we're like exact.
Now look at that.
Okay, so
I figured we'd be more red, but
well
our
the well
interaction and
here
spells.
here yeah, exactly. The interaction and the draw is all black.
Yeah, the black is the support color to make what the red deck's trying to do better.
Yeah. Which is why Rakdos is great. All right. Okay, so we're going to do we got that's up to 27, so 6 and let's try 6 and 6 and see where that puts us. 32, so we can go up 7 and that's good. Wait. Well, yeah, cuz we also have Urborg, so that's fine. Let's see what we're at. I think it's going to be 13. Okay, so not so bad. All right. So
A lot of artifacts.
yeah. Do we want to cut anything here?
I think we cut Sword the Anime.
Sure.
We're running a bunch of rocks.
Anything else?
I like the Haste Enabler. We'll keep Helm. Lithoform's great. Nah, I think that stays.
Okay. How does Helm work with meld creatures?
It is a creature. I think it should just work, right? Let me look that up. So a melded creature is considered a single permanent. Helm of the Host would make an additional copy of additional. This is looking at if they had Brazella, which is the Gisela Bruna fuse.
Mm-hmm. So the exact same thing.
Uh-huh.
So it works.
So the ruling is while the two cards of a melded pair are on the battlefield as a melded permanent, the objects represented by those cards only has one characteristics of the combined back face, and its converted mana cost is the sum of the converted mana cost of its front faces. If a permanent is copying a melded permanent, the converted mana cost of the copy is 0 because it doesn't have another side. That's just asking what their CMC is. But yeah, it says if you make a copy of the permanent.
Okay. Do you like all the rest of this?
Yeah.
Okay. What about here?
Elder Brain is the only one that's iffy because it keeps cycling their hands. I mean, it's not amazing, but like you could technically dig them into something amazing, like a hand that you like. It's really good for them.
That's true. It is kind of like hit or miss. What about this?
Which thing? Oh yeah, that could go. That was just a cute thingy.
I don't think it's bad, but I think everything else we have is just better. What about anything here?
Mm. Legomos Hand of the Hatred is like a wet dream. Sometimes it works. I feel like sometimes it's gonna struggle to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if none of our creatures die, then it's just making 2/1s. Marauder is okay. He's kind of cool because if you play him on a turn, by the time it gets back to you, everybody's attacked with their stuff. So like the things that have been sitting out aren't can't block. But the trade-off is though, if they play anything else like post combat, like good players, that's still there.
We just cut it. We're not like an army of creatures, you know. We're like, I mean, like we can have a lot of tokens, but like for the most part, it's gonna be like a big creature each turn. All right. What about anything here?
I like all this stuff. I like the professional face breaker.
Mm-hmm. What about any of this?
Scourge is decent, but like he's only good the one time. And there could be an instance where like we play him and then he's not guaranteed.
I guess we can cut it then.
But then because then it's sometimes you're at the lowest life with like black market connections and then he works for like 3 turns.
All this seems really good.
Yeah, I think all that stays.
Okay, so interaction. Do we want to cut anything?
Just don't forget our commander also is pseudo interaction. It's like it's slow interaction. It takes a while to get there, but
Maybe
it can't.
terminate.
Is that like the worst one? Actually, no. Colgan's command, I think.
You think Colgan? Our commander hits creatures though, right?
Let me read. I think doesn't he destroy? I think he destroys artifacts too. Yeah, destroy target artifact or planeswalker is one of his effects. So like maybe we don't need Colgan.
Sure. Anything here?
Maybe we cut to the seas today. Maybe that's like just the worst one. I know it's really cool just to hit our commander, but I want more than that. I want to hit everything.
Anything else? Remember, the tutors are important because we will struggle flipping him with otherwise.
Fury is the other awkward one just because it costs so much mana.
Oh, I forgot to even put that in there. Yeah, we don't need that.
Or the Horde.
Yeah, the rest of these are good. Any more interaction we want to cut?
I don't know, all that's so good though.
Yes.
And like we're really low on all the other count stuff.
Do you want 3 instances of haste? Plus the lightning greaves? 4? Do we want to cut one?
What's the worst one?
Is it fervor?
I think it's the creature because if it's like not in the graveyard.
Well, because this one can also make 3/3s. Because we did put it in Venter's Fair, right?
Right, we did.
And we play Buried Ruin. So I guess fervor is the worst one.
No, I guess so. Yeah.
Let's look at. Only 3 more. Damn, we did a good job.
Let's count how many ramp we have. How much ramp?
1, 2, 3. Remember, we have. Hold on, just to check before we even do that.
Yeah, we have like a 9-drop in there.
1, 2. So that's 3, 4, 5, and then plus 7. That's 12 cards that are 6 and up. So we're hefty, 10 5-drops, and then a lot of the majority 4 and lower. So we need a lot of ramp. If anything, we should probably play more than the Gilded Lotus. But I don't even know what we could. I mean, we do play Facebreaker and stuff, which might be good enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we have 9, 10, 11.
Kind of.
12.
13 with Solemn.
And kind of like a half with Rakdos. 14. And Myriad. So 15 sources. I don't think. And I guess Jessica's Will is kind of like a pseudo 16th. And I kind of like Jessica's Will because, like, we have some big red creatures that, like, it would be cool to, like, be able to play them quickly. And so what else do you think we should cut? I think Neheb's going to be kind of cracked.
I realize we're not running the dragon that you pay mana to take an extra turn, but I think it's only good with like Neheb.
What dragon?
The is it Hellkite Charger? It's like the one you pay 7.
Oh, you mean extra combat?
Yeah, sorry.
Right, I forgot about that one. I mean, he might be better than something else, I guess. I don't know. I guess the trigger is better. I don't know.
Maybe Krenko's just okay. Maybe it takes a long time for him to get there.
Well, remember, Krenko's also pretty good with our commander.
No, true, and he just like it's already a 2/3 that when he attacks, and he just gets progressively bigger.
Maybe we just cut one of the sorceries, like Relentless, or one of the definitely. I don't know.
Which is the weird one? I think World at War is the weird one, right? Because like it has to be played on your main phase, right?
Pre-combat main phase.
After the first pre-combat main phase this
Post-combat.
turn.
Post-combat. It's post-combat, so you do it
Okay,
after
okay.
combat. I guess this is the worst one.
Yeah, I guess so because World at War has rebound.
And then we still have to cut 2 cards, I think. Don't think we're cutting a land this time.
I think it'd be cool if like going down just one mana rock.
Which one?
Um,
Cold Steel?
is that the worst one because it enters tapped?
Either Mind Stone or
With that being 2-colored, I think I like Mind Stone. It's not like a super commitment. Cold Steel because there's no because you get those weird plays sometimes where like you have enough mana to play the Mind Stone and then something else with.
yeah. Okay, so we still need to cut 1 card, right? 2 cards, right? Because we added the guy. Okay, so anything here? I wouldn't cut any draw because we're pretty light on draw as is.
Yeah.
So Erebos has got to stay.
What about Bane? Maybe if it's like Bane's like it's cute, but like it's not leveler good. Because the thing is, like they have choice over it.
Right,
like
but now we're just getting down to the only things that are doing things on attack are the commander. And it's all extra combats. Like all we have left is this, the leveler, that.
Actually, no, Natali will span both of the Titans, the Delina.
Yeah.
It's just a decent amount. Port Razor technically has to deal combat damage. I just also don't want to go down on too many creatures.
I guess Bane has just like slowly gotten worse over time because people just make huge boards, and a lot of people make tokens, and they could just exile like treasures. So I could see it's like, it's not what it used to be.
I'd rather Cityscape Leveler or like
play like Artisan of Kozilek or something, but we don't need to do that.
Mm-hmm. And just like pop the Smothering Tithe and not just have them. I'll sack 2 of my 50 treasures.
Is there any other extra combat one you want to cut?
Nah.
Isn't this the worst one, right?
Yeah, because it has to deal damage player and it can't attack again. So that I guess that is the worst one.
Well, how does it work with Helm?
Well, it goes infinite with Helm if you have an attack.
But we have a bunch of other things that do that, right?
Yeah.
Kind of? Do any of the other ones work with it?
Actually, Combat Celebrant.
And this one, right?
No, because that's only if there's the first combat. Does it give you a second combat? That's the one downside with that one is if it's already an extra combat, he doesn't work.
Maybe the Charger's just worse? I don't know. Because, hold on, this one is at your post-combat main phase, it makes red. I feel like Neheb's gonna be really good. Let's look at the sorceries again. No, I don't think I can cut any of this.
No, we only have 8 of them, so it's like not a lot.
And I don't want to cut any more interaction unless it's one of the creatures. Unless you, because we also have the Eliminator, Murderous Rider, and Ravenous Chupacabra.
And kind of our commander.
Archon of Cruelties, sort of like a removal. So maybe Terminate?
Yeah, and honestly, Inferno Titan, if they're small enough, could be removal.
Well, especially with Fire Emancipation and extra combats.
Yeah, also a Cityscape Leveler and the Meteor Golem.
Oh, right, I forgot about that too. So actually, we have a lot of interaction. And I'm sitting in a world with Inferno Titan and extra combats and Fire Emancipation, and I'm loving it.
Yeah. Okay, let's see how it goes.
Okay, let's do the thing. Let's see what happens. Oh, also another nifty thing that we have in our deck is Sidisi, Tutor Phyrexian Reclamation, play Sidisi every turn.
Oh, true. We would just need something in the sack every turn.
No, it sacks itself. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. Duh, I forgot.
Yeah.
That's how exploit works.
Yeah. No ramp, but a Dolmen's Gate and a Shrionic Resonator. Only 2 lands is definitely